Okay, so I might have said it before, but this is actually my favorite monument. This is the Musée d'Orsay, and in English it's just called the Orsay Museum. And originally it was built as a train station so that when France held the World's Fair in 1900, they would have a place to transport all of the people and inventions and things like that that were coming into Paris. For its time, it was incredibly progressive. It had 16 tracks coming into the train station, and then lifts or elevators for luggage, and separate elevators for passengers. So that was pretty pristine for the time period. But things moved rather quickly, including the electric rail system, which came down the pike. And so by 1939, it was out of date and therefore became fairly unused. It was completely abandoned by World War II until they decided to start using it as a secret mailing center to hide mail from the Nazis. And then in 1986, it actually went abandoned from World War II all the way up until 1986, when they turned it into a museum. So you can identify it by several two-scale sculptures of animals. There are four, like I said, to scale. That means that they're actual real life size sculptures, including the rhino, which is right here. Um, there's also a lion and a horse and an elephant. Interestingly enough, they do not want you to climb on these statues because for the second time in my short lifetime, I was asked by a gendarmerie, a French police officer, to stop climbing on a statue and get down. This time, unlike the other time, I was able to get down on my own. The other time, I was trying to watch Tour de France and climbed up on a statue of Charles de Gaulle, and the gendarmerie didn't think kindly of that. And then I couldn't get down because I was too short, so she had to actually help me down, which was quite embarrassing. So don't climb on statues, long story short. Um, the inside, you can see, still looks like a train station or pretty close to it. The clock at the end and then that sculpture in the middle of the room are the only pieces that are originally from the train station. Um, Now the building holds Impressionist and Post Impressionist art, which you may or may not know. But if you don't know, just look around my classroom because I absolutely love Impressionist art and several Post Impressionist artists. But you may recognize some of these paintings. These are examples from Degas with the ballerinas, Van Gogh in French, or in English, Van Gogh, which you might know, up in the top, and then Monet down at the bottom there. It holds a few sculptures, again, some by those same artists, but most of it is paintings. The other thing it has is an art gallery of photographs, and it actually houses local photography from high school students and college students, and so that exhibit's constantly changing, but it's pretty neat to see the students' artwork up with all of these timeless paintings and hosted in the same museum. So I could spend hours and hours on the Musée d'Orsay. It is, like I said, full of impressionist art. You can just find something new every time you go. It's well worth a trip.